Morning, everyone. Rodney here, Mr. Crowley. How's it going, Sean? Good to see you in the chat. Dean, I don't know if you're still in the chat or not, but good morning to you as well, sir. AZ Drone Dude, good morning. Say hello, everybody, to Al Duran. How's it going there, Mr. Al?
It's going well. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. Mika Steve, good morning, or good evening to you, sir. He's in Australia.
Oh my gosh, I'd love to be there.
Victorian Aerial Vision, good morning, good day. I think that's another Australian there.
Where you guys at, man? Sydney?
I'm sorry?
I wonder if they're in Sydney, what part of Australia they were at.
I'm not sure. Mick Steve, where are you located? Victorian Aerial? Same question.
So, Rodney, and I'm going to sound dumb here, but how do you read your comments? I know I'm looking at the, StreamYard panel, but yeah, go ahead.
What I do is I pop out the chats from the YouTube channel, and then I put it beside my screen.
Okay.
So I'm actually seeing, I can see both the comments on the StreamYard's browser and the comments from YouTube. And I look mostly at the YouTube chats. And then if I want to put something on the screen, I'll look at the comments in the StreamYards.
I got you.
Mika Steve is from Western Australia.
Oh, nice. That's very nice. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start up my YouTube. Follow you on that channel.
Be sure to mute the sound too when you do.
Yeah, no, man, get that feedback. Thanks for reminding me. I probably would have forgotten and screwed you up pretty good.
Hey, Eric, how's it going? RC Crazy's in the house. Tell Tiffany I said hi. Miko Ghost is in the house. Dean, you had some pretty good pictures of the sunset the other day on Facebook.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Talking about that, I just did a time lapse from last night, Rodney, and the sunset over the river. Oh, my gosh. It popped.
Did it?
Yeah. Let me show you a picture.
Have you put it up on YouTube yet, or
I just rendered it this morning and added music to it and all that jazz. Let me show it to you. Let me see if I can find something. You okay? Let's see videos. Let's go to the Air. Well, I used the Air 2S at Libby Hill Park, and yeah, it was pretty freaking good, man. I was surprised how well it came up. Let me see if I can find it here. MP4.
I did get a haircut, Brad, and a shave too, or a beard trim. Hey, Android, good morning, Mark. Peter Carroll, good evening. Brad Alston, hello.
Yeah, man. How you doing, Brad? Good lunch yesterday, buddy.
Did you and Brad meet up?
Yeah, we had. He was in my neighborhood. I happen to live like walking distance from where he works.
Oh yeah. You guys were telling me that the other day.
Yeah, and so
that's pretty cool that you guys can meet up like that.
I know, it's amazing, right? It's just amazing to me that we have. I'll find this video here in a second. Okay, let me just play the video I'm going to render. That's probably the easiest thing to do.
Okay, well, be sure to share it.
Okay, I will. Unfortunately, I'm not sure you're going to be able to hear the music. I don't. Oh yeah, you can. I can just hit that button on it that says share the sound, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but as long as the sound's not a copyrighted song.
No, I have rights to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I don't know if your channel does. I have rights to it.
Well, that's true.
Okay, I got it queued up, so I know what it's going to look like. So, kind of set the tone here, or set the table. Let me go ahead. And this video is a hyperlapse video of May 14th in the evening at 7 o'clock at night. And I'm using a Mavic Air 2 to create this video. And I'm using Music Bed as my audio source. So, so let me share that screen. Okay, don't show this tip. Share screen. I want to share screen number 2. Share audio. Share screen. Here we go, Rodney. You'll have to accept that as usual.
Okay.
Okay, I see it's on the screen, so I'm going to play it.
Wow, that's pretty fascinating.
And you can see the difference between the video because when you hyperlapse, it renders at 1K, and this is shot in 5.2K. It's obviously much nicer quality, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, and then it's kind of revealed the location where I'm standing. So, if you guys are ever in Richmond, this place right here, Liberty Hill Park, man, is the bomb for sunsets because you get a commanding view. So I'll stop sharing.
Hey, Dennis.
Hey,
Howdy.
hey, Chris. Hey, Dennis.
Hey, Al, how are you?
So,
Well, thank you. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Good morning.
Good morning.
well, other than the fact that I got a case of bronchitis,
Yeah.
I'm doing all right. Had my second shot yesterday.
Well, good
Oh, yeah?
for you.
Yeah. And the only thing that I had, or the only effect I seem to have had, was a temperature of about a 99.2. So I count myself fortunate.
Yep.
Shoot, that's normal temperature for you, Rodney.
Yeah. Now, if I could get rid of this bronchitis, I'd be in Fat City.
I'm surprised they gave it to you when you had any sort of sinus infection. That's good. I'm glad they did.
Yeah.
I'm glad you fared well from it too.
So, but anyway, so you guys got any plans today?
Yeah, we're going out to fancy Japanese dinner tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You're welcome to come along.
I'd love to. What's on the menu?
I haven't been there yet. It's a fairly new restaurant. It was recommended by a friend of ours, so we're going together. It's going to be a double date.
Oh, all right. Well, then I probably won't go.
2 longtime married couples. So
I wouldn't want to be the fifth wheel.
I totally get that one.
Mr. Hope.
Good
Hey,
morning,
Chris
Mr.
Hope.
Rodney, Mr. Dennis, Mr. Al. How are you guys this morning?
Doing good, brother. How about yourself?
I'm awake.
That's good.
And in your truck. You better be awake.
Yeah, I was going to fly, but it's cloudy here, so I give up. Give up.
Oh, man.
It's so funny. When you looked left, I looked left. I was like, hey, yeah, it looks good over here. I need to go out. What the heck?
What's over there?
Over there.
Look over there.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. So, Chris, what part of the world are you at? Just bring me up to speed here.
I live in a little town called Athens, Texas, about 7 miles south of Athens, here in East Texas.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear. Let me turn my audio up.
I live close to a little town called Athens.
Oh, okay.
Athens, Texas.
here in East Texas.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me turn my hearing aid up again. No, I'm just kidding. That's cool, man. I used to work for a big company that owned Round Rock, Texas. You probably know who that is.
That owned Round Rock, Texas.
Yeah, pretty
That's a
much
big
so.
company.
Yeah. They bought another company for what, $5.6 billion, called EMC and VMware. But
EMC.
anyway, it was Dell.
Dell Computer.
Yeah. Old Michael Dell.
He's a good kid.
Yeah, man, he's an interesting guy, man. Try to basically just change supply chain management, right? And in high school. It's pretty crazy.
Right. Yeah, he's done well for himself.
Oh my gosh. And his wife owns all the real estate that Dell has, and Michael leases it from her. How do you like that one?
That's called keeping it in the family.
Yeah,
Chris.
man. So it's amazing he was a billionaire under 30 or something. It was crazy. And
Hugh from Asgard Studios wants to know how you keep your beard so spiffy, Chris. And I think it's because you shave it off every day. Is that right?
Yeah, every morning I get up and shave, and the next morning it looks like this. It's a 24-hour. It's a 24-hour program.
Eric, you're welcome to be the fifth wheel. Come on, you just need to be here by whatever time we're going to leave, and we don't know when that is yet. But I'll let you know.
Huh? I'm having trouble connecting to my YouTube channel on my phone, so I can't read the chats.
Uh-oh.
That's odd.
it's called
Morning, Brad.
technology.
Hey, Mr. Alston.
Hey, good morning.
What's up, Brad?
Hey, Brad. Good morning, buddy.
Hey, Al. Hey, Dennis. Hey, Chris. Rodney, clean shaven Rodney.
You just getting in from robbing the bank?
That's what it looks like, doesn't it, Chris?
If he'd had his
Probably
mask
should
on,
cover
I'd
up my
say,
face a little bit more so they can't see who I am.
Go.
That's why Rodney let you in. He didn't know who you were.
So that way, when
Yeah.
the police breaks into his man cave, there we'll be able to see it all.
Well, really. As you saw, Chris, when I posted in the chat, I slept in the recliner all night because my head was just pounding.
Oh,
So
no.
my hair is not. I mean, I got short hair, but it just ain't looking great this morning.
Bad hair day.
Yeah, bad hair day. Man, that head did this last couple of weeks. I was kind of contributed to the cork coaster laser engraving, but I did some research on that, and the burning the cork is not toxic.
Good.
So
Good.
that's a good thing. But I don't know where I'm getting these headaches from, but all of a sudden I've been getting like migraines I've never had before. So anyway, it's all good. Let's talk about more fun stuff as opposed to my
Old
headaches.
age, Brad.
Right.
Hey, it might be something
And
to do with your sinuses and all the grass.
Yeah,
pollen
it's
coming out
probably
now.
allergies. Yeah, my
that's what
allergies
I'm
are getting worse and worse every year. My wife is usually up at 4:30 on the weekends, 5 o'clock at the latest, and she's still in the bed. So I think she had a headache this morning. We had pizza last night, so I don't think it was the food.
You need to get your mimosa and you straighten that thing up.
I know.
Oh, man, yeah.
That's
Hi,
true.
Tiffany.
Heavy on the champagne.
Yeah, that's what I usually do.
A mimosa chaser.
Duranafi or Duranfi, that person is gray, Mr. Rodney Bell.
Yeah, I know, and that's kind of strange because I thought I made Al blue the last time he was on, but I made him blue this time.
Oh, that's you, Al?
Yeah,
No, I don't know who that guy is, man.
yeah, that's him.
He's-
So
he-
don't let
he's
him fool you,
sketchy, man.
Dennis.
He's a bit sketchy.
So how do you
I will
pronounce
agree with
name?
that. He is a bit sketchy.
He's got the shake this morning. Oh no.
I see that. Yeah.
So it looked like you had a good evening yesterday, Al.
That was good, man. I after you left, I went and burned 4 more batteries through my Baby Hawk HD from Emax. Crashed it, treed it, got it out. Numerous times. It's par for the course of learning freestyle.
Good times. Crashing,
Yeah.
good times.
Then I came home, ate real quick, and then got back out there and went to Libby Hill Park and got the sunset.
Nice.
Good morning, Johnny.
Hey, Mr. Johnny. Johnny's in the house. Hey, buddy.
Yeah, I'm actually flying. I'm out at the lakefront. You can see the causeway there behind me.
You got the fishing gear set up on the drone? Yeah, man, I would definitely put that fishing tackle thing on that thing and shoot it out there. Drop that line.
I know a guy from Texas that did that.
Yeah, I wonder who he was.
Well, who was it? Last night, I was by drone. Showed some video last night with somebody doing that, right? Surf fishing.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they had a deal that actually could release it. I had a downrigger clip on mine, pull boarded.
Chris would like this place over here. He'd be fishing and sailboating and everything.
I'm not a sailboater, but I'll sailboat fishing.
So I was looking at Steve's comment here. He says it's 21 degrees and it's 7:45 in the evening.
Wow.
Oh man, that's nice. 21 degrees.
Well, wait a minute.
That's 40%. That's 70 degrees. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Sorry, I forgot to include the Celsius part. Yeah, that's important. Yeah, so
Fahrenheit would be a whole different story.
Yeah, so it'd be 2 times 21 plus 30. So yeah, it's about 70 degrees. A little bit over 70. Nice, Steve. Very nice.
So, Chris, what are you up to today?
Go soccer game here at 10 o'clock.
Oh, nice. Grandkids?
Yeah, soccer game and a T-ball. I guess
What
it's nice.
happened with Johnny?
What was
Did
that?
Johnny have to leave?
Oh, did we
I'm
lose
sorry,
Johnny?
Rodney. I didn't hear you, buddy.
I just curious. Johnny popped off the screen, so
He did
He's
leave.
busy.
He might have took some advice and went and got a rod and reel.
okay.
Sitting there
Heck with you guys, I see a fish.
Sitting there
Hey,
close
look,
to the water,
fish!
put a hook in it.
Yeah, that would be cool. Fish on.
It is
So-
fun to fish with the drone. That y'all brought it up. It is pretty cool to fly it out there and let it drop because you don't have to wait out in that mess.
So where'd you get your? Did you purchase a mechanism for the release, or did you make one?
I made one, Dennis. It's called a downrigger clip, and what it does, it's 2 pieces of a good foam rubber kind of,
Okay.
and it'll hold tension. And when you fly it out there, you stop your reel from spinning out there, and it pulls tight, and it'll fall off.
Oh wow! So
I
it's
see.
much easier to do than the LED. With the photo sensor on it, right? So you don't have to
Yes.
spend all that money. It's just a mechanical release. So the only problem is, man, if something happens, you might just pull the drone pretty hard, But what are you flying? The
The
2 Pro?
Phantom 4, so
No, the Phantom 4. Yeah, heck yeah.
I'm
That's
not-
got some juice. Not a problem.
Yeah,
They'll probably
it's gonna
take
be
your rod out there with you.
there's a group. There's a guy on YouTube I follow. He fishes down in South Texas, and I got the idea from him. It works pretty good. It'll haul a blue crab out there and drop it.
Nice. Hey,
There's
question.
There's another way to do that, Chris. You can make a hook that just points forward on the drone, or backward if you want to fly backward. But anyway, the hook points forward, right? So you pull the reel out as far as the line out as far as you want to pull, and then you just reverse the craft and fly backward. The line
I
will
did
fall.
see somebody took a coat hanger, right, Dennis,
Exactly.
and put a little up on it
Mm-hmm.
and did exactly what you said. I seen that too, and I actually made one.
Yeah.
And it works. I just didn't feel comfortable with it coming
Oh,
off.
I understand.
Hey, have you posted? Sorry to interrupt, Chris.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Have you posted how you made that?
Yeah, a couple of years ago.
Did you? Okay, I'll have to check it out, Chris. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's always nice. There's so much content out there that we, trying to find it sometimes the hardest part, right?
You cannot keep up. I try to keep up, but it's just nearly impossible now.
Yeah.
Well, you're always in all the chats, Chris. I don't see how. Every time I pop in, I see you in there somewhere, but I miss a lot of them now because I work early mornings during the week, so I can't stay up very late. So my job has changed quite a bit in the last month or two, so I'm missing out on a lot.
It has slowed down because the grandkids started playing softball, and I've been trying to go to them in the evenings, and I'm working on. I keep looking over my left shoulder. I'm looking at my house that I've been working on, and it's eating up a lot of my time too. So not getting the flies.
Is that the farmhouse?
That's the farmhouse, yeah.
Yeah.
My goal is to be in it by August, and I got to get. As a matter of fact, my brother-in-law's come up here this afternoon. We're going to try to. We got the main part of the house finished wired last weekend. Seafood department. Yeah, that's the easiest way.
You don't need a special hook for that.
It's got
See that
in your hip pocket, Dennis.
That's Mela for you.
That's good. That's a good one. Hey, so Chris, when on the farm, how did the livestock? How did all the livestock survive during the cold, the ice?
The young man that's got my place lease, he had cows, and he had 3 calves born during that week.
Oh, nice.
Oh man.
And yeah, but what did he say? He's degreed in that department. Barometric pressure has a lot to do with calves when they're born, he said.
That makes sense.
It changed, and he had 3 drop. My brother-in-law had 7 drop.
Wow.
That was during the ice.
Oh yeah, all of them made it. No
Okay.
problem.
Wow.
Good. So they have a nice coat, man, so they can handle that cold, I imagine.
They got a better coat than I got because I didn't like it.
That's for sure. Well, you got some good insulation right here, my friend. So.
They didn't have to worry about water. They didn't have to worry about electricity. They didn't have to worry about natural gas that week.
So they're also self-sufficient on the farm?
Yeah, they got the pond. The young man, he had to go down and break the ice on the pond so they could drink. And then he kept them fed with hay and feed during the week. So
that makes sense.
Can't say that all the time. Break the ice on the pond around those places.
The last time I broke ice on the pond was in 1983.
Good grief.
And we were I was in high school, and there was 2 weeks where it was below freezing, 83, 84.
Dang, that global warming's killing us, isn't it?
Man.
You were in high school in 83?
Yeah. I graduated in 84, Rodney.
Oh my
man. He's a young man.
Yeah. I feel older now.
Yeah, I know, right?
Good. That was my goal this morning to hear you say that.
He graduated 11 years after I did. I graduated in 72.
72.
I was 82.
I was first grade in 72, Rodney, if that makes you feel any better at all.
That makes it sound even worse.
Okay. Next question. Who's retired?
Subject change.
Yeah, let's talk about age. Who's retired and who's having a good time?
I am.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm thinking about getting a job again so that I can use Brad's excuse about work keeping me from watching YouTube videos.
Good one, Dennis.
Oh, man, it's your next addiction, I guess, you know.
Yeah.
I tell you what, you guys got to jump into the FPV wagon if you're not in it yet. I know Brad and I were talking about that. But that will freaking drag you in like methamphetamines, man.
It's like I told you yesterday, Al. I don't know if I want to go down that rabbit hole because I mean that's just money, right? If you really get into it, everybody I know, you just keep putting money into it. It's not. It's just like just flushing it in the toilet. Not necessarily. But
and that's why I called it. Yeah, agreed, Brad. I'm sorry to interrupt, cut you off, man. Keep going.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I can wait a while too.
Yeah, and that's why I call that little tiny go from Beta GIP RC.
GIP RC,
Yeah. The tiny go, man, it's like the gateway drug to FPV, man.
I saw your video.
Yeah, it's a tiny little sucker, man, but dang, man, it's got a 4K DVR in it, and it's like teeny. And
hey guys, I'll be right back.
Hey,
Thanks
can you
for
get me some
running.
breakfast while you're there, Rodney?
Coffee.
What was that, Al?
What were we talking about? Oh, tiny goat. Oh man, let me go grab it.
Breakfast.
Yeah, that little freaking thing, man. 4K DVR, and it flies like a dream. We get it.
All right, so we only need 3 straws to determine who's in charge here.
That's right.
I was gonna get 4, but 3 is enough.
It's an addiction. I got it. I bit the bug about
Yeah,
last
that
summer.
little sucker, man.
Yeah, but Chris, you bit it on the analog side, but quickly want to go to the digital side, right? HD to the other side.
And I've held off.
Yeah, that's a cute little thing, Al.
It is, yeah. I can see the attraction.
And I like the ducted, props. I like that because it's protected.
Yeah, and the DVR is sitting right under there. I mean, you could barely even freaking see that thing, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you still with that drone and a pair of goggles and a good controller, and a battery, some extra batteries and charge and everything. What are you looking at? I mean, you're still looking at yeah. I mean,
it's a ready to fly unit.
Yeah, on the analog side, right? That's analog.
Yeah. And I don't use the Get Part goggles. I just got a pair of Recon V6 that I use for that one. But, I should be just using my DJI goggles with the little analog adapter to feed my signal into it. So that way I don't have to carry my one set of goggles everywhere. So.
Well, quick shout out. Mika Steve is looking for a pair of used Fat Sharks. If anybody has some, hook up with Mika Steve.
Okay.
I just have one pair.
Yeah, I just have one pair of Fat Sharks. I bought a pair from Ken Herron. I think it's the Dominator. Is it Dominator? Is that right?
Yeah.
And I don't think it's an what is it? H3, H2. I don't know which version I have, but he had them for a couple of years.
Yeah, he could have mine, but I don't have any.
What was that, Chris?
There's too many versions.
Yeah.
And
I don't understand all the ins and outs of which ones do what because I haven't been in that world much. But I did ride along when I went to the South Florida drone meetup and did a lot of ride along with the guys on Sunday after the meetup out at the park, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool while doing that ride along.
Yeah. Especially as it's amazing stuff.
But like Al, you and I were talking yesterday, I got to get myself over to a digital, some way to watch the DJI stuff. I really want to see that because it's so much nicer, so much cleaner.
It is. Hey, Chris, question.
Yes,
what are you using? I heard Fat Shark Dominators, right?
I used a Fat Shark. I believe these are HD3s.
Nice.
I bought them off eBay for a couple $100. Thought I got a pretty good deal, and Doc Murdoch gave me a couple of antennas here about a month or so ago, and it's got a little DVR in the goggles. Dennis and Brad made me a bracket to put on my drone. I put my Osmo Action on it.
Nice.
That works really well.
Nice.
I'm still in the analog world. I'm gonna hold off on digital a little while longer.
There's a question: are you doing your own builds, and if so, using 5, 3, 2.5, or 4-inch builds, or are you purchasing already built?
What I did, Al, is I bought a Tyro 119 per
Nice.
Drones. Prodding him and Carlos prodded me, and I bought it, built it, put it together, and Mitch helped me program it.
So is this a beta flight or using KISS or
Beta flight?
Beta flight, gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, beta flight's the way to go.
Yeah, and Rick Albert, God rest his soul, he sent me a remote that he wasn't going to use anymore. So I've got a great radio from him. So I'm set up.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons, like I had discussed with most of you guys before, is the reason why I bought the DJI FPV was because I wanted that infrastructure to move ahead, right, with the digital side of the world. And, it's a $1,200 package if you just get one battery, right? So the goggles, you buy them $560, $600. The controller's another $300, so that's $900. So let's say it's $850. So you're buying the FPV drone from DJI for what? Another not $400. So you essentially buy a drone for $400. But what pissed most of the community off that are flying digitally is that we can't use that controller with anything but the DJI FPV drone, right? So that's where everybody's like up in arms over that one, Chris, because of the fact that we kind of got screwed. But I mean, we can use the goggles, we can definitely leverage that investment, but we can't use the controller, which is a very nice controller, by the way, because I'm sure some kind of crossfire long range module in it, you know what I mean? Because the way the antenna comes up, is a T, and so it's gonna, and the beautiful thing about that product, man, if they could just release it to the world and stop being so greedy, they have enough money already, release it to the world the way they do their, transmission with OcuSync 3, man, that punches through everything. Oh my gosh, we would be in heaven, right? Because the ability to punch through that signal is so rock solid. It shifts from channel to channel and changes power. I mean, it just goes nuts just trying to stay communicated with the best performance while you're flying, man. That would be something else. Kind of like, releasing Linux to the world, or, the SGI releasing all the video libraries that everybody.
You can tell these came from Ken Herron.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Welcome, Alessandro. And also, Al, Victorian Aerial Views wants to know what the name of that little FPV drone kit was.
Yeah, it's a Tiny Go by Gep RC. So yeah, Gep RC.
Hey, and also did Duranify, Al's got a video up on that on his YouTube channel.
Yeah, so the links are all there too. And as you know, most of us that are now doing this full time really appreciate the support. Not only the views, but of course, it doesn't cost you any additional money to use the links, right?
That goes for anybody's YouTube channel.
Yeah, if you're going to make any purchase, just hit somebody's channel, hit a link, and then they're going to get.
Doesn't cost an extra penny at all. It helps the channel.
Yeah, it just helps everybody that's investing in time, because most of you guys that here have created videos, and we know what it takes to make a video, right? It takes a bit of not only skill but time, right? So Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Thanks for that, Dennis.
I'm trying to power my Fat Sharks up to see which version I have. I don't even know if it'll tell me.
Also, Mika Steve is not looking for Fat Sharks. It was actually Jackson RC Aviation that was. So
Chris.
It's a well-known fact. I don't do well at reading chats, so there you go.
Hey, you're doing it though, man. Thanks for doing it. I'm struggling to keep up here.
Yeah, I struggle with the chats when I'm on a stream with somebody because I have my phone up and running, but it's a little tiny text.
Alessandro Gardena. Alessandro, buenos días. He's from Italy. Nice.
Alessandro is in a band called, and they have a video out. He and Gabriela Basso are two members of a, I guess it's a high school band. They're very, very good, and they have a nice video out. Air 4. Alessandro, you can put a link to that if you like. I'll give you permission to do that. Rodney won't mind, I know for sure.
Wait a minute, Rodney's not here. You're in charge.
He's not here anyway, but we actually shared that link last week, so I'm sure he won't mind sending it again.
Of course not, man. You got the wheel. You can take this car anywhere you want.
Hey, I'm gonna make a move. I need to run to town right quick.
Good seeing you, Chris.
Nice to see you, Chris.
You bet.
You
take care.
Get y'all somewhere.
See you tomorrow.
All right. Have a good day.
All right. Take care, everybody. Chat.
Bye-bye.
All right. I think if we all three left and then Rodney came back and we were gone, do you think he'd freak out?
Yeah. All right, so getting back to this stupid little thing here. So I've done 3 modifications to this thing. So I put a right-handed polarized antenna on it. I got the video already made, but I need to, publish it is the problem I have. I make stuff and I don't publish it. I took the canopy off and painted it red. And the reason why, when this thing hits any tall grass, man, trying to find it is really hard. I mean, super hard. So, yeah, I wish I could paint something on the bottom to make it bright, because if the land's upside down, can you imagine trying to find this little black thing? I mean, it's tiny. Look at this thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Mela, you ain't got no confidence that they can learn good English from us?
Ain't got none.
Oh, I see Johnny. Johnny says he's driving to another location to fly. So he must have, I don't know if he already flew where he was at and got some video, but maybe he had some problems there and had to get out of there. I don't know. So I guess that means he'll try to check back in with us. So I'm hoping to put, this is my last weekend before I head to Phoenix, Arizona next Friday.
Cool.
Me and the wife are going on vacation finally after, year and a half of COVID or whatever it's been. Not a year and a half, but.
Are you driving?
No, too far. That's like 22 hours of driving. So we're flying in Friday and then going to be there for 9 days. We'll come back we'll fly in on 21st, come back on the 30th. Cool. But I'm going to take my Air 2S with me. I was going to take just the Mini 2, but the Air 2S doesn't take up hardly any more room than the Mini 2. And it's going to be a much better drone. I plan on flying at a couple places out there.
Agreed, man. I think it's awesome. I was just doing the Zoom last night. I was like, holy crap, this is nice. I mean, granted, it does get a little grainy, but heck, if you wanted to set up the shot first, man, zoom in, take a look where you're headed, and then just let it rip, do the 45 miles an hour to get there.
I need to kind of I need to. What I want to do is maybe pick a morning and get up early and go get behind one of the mountains or hills as they call them around there, because their hills look like mountains for us. But and do like a sunrise, a reveal sunrise from the opposite side of one of those hills. And
That would be cool.
I would like to do it live. Now, during the week, not a lot of folks would be able to see it, and I've never done a live on my YouTube. So I guess I need to figure out what I need to use to make that happen when I only have 140 subscribers.
Well, you got to get some videos out, my friend, consistently.
I know. Got to at least get videos
That'll
out.
change it, I know, right?
Sorry I was gone so long, guys, but I want to say hello to Alessandro from Italy and to Blind Neil. Welcome to the chat.
Brian Neil, I missed you there.
And Chris Hope, I don't know if you're still listening, but have a good day, brother.
Yeah, he said he had to get a few things done today.
Oh, I imagine so.
Rodney, I told Alessandro to post his link to their band's video while you were absent. He was looking for you. I expect that's why.
Well, absolutely. Go right ahead.
Hey, guys, I'm going to drop for a while.
All right.
So, what did I miss?
Nothing.
Not much.
We didn't talk about anything.
Hey, Cameron.
So you might have missed. I don't know if you heard. Well, I guess you heard coming in, Rodney. I'm heading to Phoenix, so I'll be out there. Hopefully, get some video and stuff. But I don't know what I might. I was going to go to the Grand Canyon, but of course, can't fly the drone there. They'll lock you up for flying drones out there.
But I tell you what,
that's such a shame too.
The Grand Canyon is of course the masterpiece, but there are some really good also-rans, if you will, that are very close to there. And I don't remember the highways that I was driving, but when we went to the Grand Canyon, there were some really massive and free-to-fly areas that were not that far away. Had I not had two ladies with me, that were in a hurry to get somewhere, I'd have done some flying there. So if you have the time.
Yeah. Oh, there's Leo. There's Al's buddy Leo.
There are options for you.
Well, my wife Carrie and I, we've been out there a couple of times, and we've done the whole loop of the state almost. We've been to Upper Antelope Canyon. We went to Pigeon Forge. I mean, not Pigeon Forge. Now my mind just went blank. Page, Arizona. Page.
Oh, Page.
And that's where, that's where Horseshoe Bend is at. That's where Upper Antelope Canyon, Lower Antelope Canyon. We did the touristy things and checked those things out. They were awesome. I mean, I've seen pictures. Of course, the Grand Canyon's the masterpiece, like you said, but I've seen pictures of that Horseshoe Canyon, for 20, 30 years, and I finally got to stand there and look at it. Now, I didn't hit it at the golden hour. The canyon area down near the river was dark, so it was in the evening. Anyway, I got a couple pictures there, but the Upper Antelope Canyon, we hit that at noonish time during a tour with a couple of hundred other folks, which was, I know I've told this story before, but there was a couple hundred people in there in different tours, and they give you like 2 minutes to take a lot of pictures with nobody in it. But the people, everybody's moving up, they're staring up things, and you see cameras and arms. And so I didn't get but just a couple of good pictures while I was in that. Yeah. But that's another awesome thing to see when the sun's coming through the Upper Antelope Canyon crack up above. It's just, and then what they do is they purposely take a handful of sand in there and throw it in the air so people can get those shots with the sand floating through the light.
Oh, gotcha.
So that was awesome. But to your point, we were riding around approaching Grand Canyon from different sides on different trips, and they have little mini canyons in the ground in different places where the water has just run out a canyon, and you don't even know they're there until you pull off the side of the road. And then I see people out there taking pictures, but I'm sure drones could probably be flown and stuff like that.
Yeah, but there are others that are are also massive. They're not, like I said, they're not the Grand Canyon, but they're huge. You know, you're not going to miss them.
Right.
But
I'll
if
have
you
to
just
keep an eye
follow
on
the Grand Canyon, if you just follow the Colorado River
Colorado.
northbound or southbound from that point, you'll find lots of places like that. Google Earth can help you.
Yeah, I've looked at that quite a bit. You're right. Thank you for reminding me of that. We might try to do that. We're going to do a lot of things. We're going to go to Sedona. We love going to Sedona. One thing we haven't done, and I kind of didn't want to do because it was so expensive, is the crater, the one where that mile wide crater. I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, I've been to that.
But it's like $30 a person. It's like $30 a person to go walk up to see this crater. Yeah. And I think that's what it was. It was a little ridiculous. One evening we were coming through there and we were within a few miles of it, and it was getting to be close to dark. And I figured by the time we got in there, it would be dark and we would have wasted our money. So I didn't pay for it, but we might do it this trip. We did go to, what's the song where you, golly, my mind's going blank, where you're standing by the corner in,
Standing on the corner.
Winslow, Arizona.
Winslow, there you go. We did go there, and my wife stood at the corner. They got the truck sitting there. We went and did a little touristy things around the town. It was fun.
I spent the night in Winslow, Arizona once.
Did you have 7 women in the picture?
No. Only had one, and she told me, you better get out of Winslow. You better not be looking for any flatbed Fords.
Yeah, really. That's kind of a Mayberry town as well, right? I mean, it's grown up a lot, but it's kind of reminds me.
Here's an interesting story about that. I was coming back to Oklahoma for a visit, and I got tired, and I stopped in Winslow, and I got a hotel room, and then I walked about 3/4 of a mile down to a McDonald's to get dinner, and there was these 5 cops in there. One was FBI, one was DEA, and the other 3 were local police. Well, they were part of a gang task force, and then they were having lunch, or their lunch. It was in the evening, and one of the officers came over to me and said, "Are you leaving, Dennis?"
No, I was saying goodbye to Alessandro.
Oh, hey, Alessandro, you have a good day.
Have a good one.
And so he come over to me. He goes, "Sir," he goes, "I noticed you were walking by yourself." He goes, "You do know you're right smack dab in the middle of the gangland here." And I'm like, "No, I'm on my way to Oklahoma and just stopped for the night." And he goes, "Well, when you get ready to go back, let us know and we'll keep an eye on you, because you're right in the middle of gangland here."
Wow.
What's gangland?
Huh?
What's gangland?
It's where all the gangs.
I guess I could have.
It's not the name of a place. It's just you were in an area that has gangs.
Yeah, it's just an area that was heavy with gangs. And yeah, like, oh wow, I wished I'd known that. I was looking for a flatbed Ford. So anyway, I started back, and they came out and I guess kept an eye on me until I got to the hotel, but nobody bothered me. I mean,
that would completely change the song, wouldn't it? Standing on the corner of Winslow, Arizona, 7 gangsters on my head.
Yeah, that would change it.
Yeah, that would change it for sure.
Hey, so the other place it comes to mind that I want to do, but my wife wants nothing to do with, is the glass walkway that goes over on the north rim, that goes over top of the canyon. You've seen that, right? The glass walkway.
Yeah.
I want to do that as well. I mean, I'm not great with heights, but I want to check that out. We're going to look around.
There used to be a tower in Toronto. This is many, many years ago, that had a glass floor in one section. The tower was really tall. I don't remember that much about it, but you could stand there and see way down. I don't know if you could see all the way to the ground or not, but it was far. It was pretty cool. But the glass, of course, was like 3 feet thick or something like that. It's, you know.
Yeah, you just you don't know how to trust it though. You don't have any way to reference anything in your life that would, I don't know. I guess when I'm on things like that, I get really nervous. And I did in Chicago, I went up in the Sears Tower, I guess it was, one time years ago, and they have the glass. You can go step out. They did have it so you could just step out into a little pocket, I guess, out there and look down. But then I think they changed it in the recent years, doesn't it? I think it tips out now and it lays folks flat on the glass, and you can, I think that's what I remember seeing. But that was pretty surreal.
Yeah.
But hoping to find some other places to fly this time. We've been there about 3 or 4 times, so I'm gonna do some search. My stepdaughter lives right outside of Phoenix, and we're gonna mess around there probably during the week, do some day trips, maybe overnight, or we might go back to the Grand Canyon. I love going there. Such a beautiful place.
I haven't seen the Grand Canyon yet.
I highly recommend it to anybody. But before you leave this place for good, make sure you go see the Grand Canyon. That is such an amazing thing to see.
No.
There's a few places I'm not a traveling man a whole lot, other than, with my work, I've done quite a bit of major metropolitan cities in the States, but I've been to Peru once. Did a motorcycle riding around there. I think we've talked about that on your show a couple of times, Rodney. But the Nazca lines, the Machu Picchu, those kind of places are once in a lifetime kind of things to see as well.
Yeah, I would like to see the Nazca lines from the air.
Yeah, I didn't see it from the air. I climbed up in a tower, like a fire tower type of thing, and saw it a short distance. We were on motorcycles and didn't have time to do any type of overhead flying. And back then there weren't drones. I was there in 2009, I think it was. So no drones at our level anyway. So if I could go back there, I would definitely fly some drones around there.
Blind Neil, that's pretty cool. Where does that come from? You're quoting someone clearly, so who are you quoting?
It's got to be a song.
I don't think so. It's from a
maybe
novel.
not. Oh, okay. I'm reading more into it now.
I like that.
Yeah, that's nice.
Wow. Yeah, let us know where that's from. Oh, there we go. Frank Herbert, Dune.
Oh, Dune.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I read that. I read past that apparently, or I don't remember it. That's a great line to remember. A great set of lines.
Oh, and I will finish up by saying one other place I just thought of. My wife and I were talking about. We went to Las Vegas. A couple of years back when we were there, we went to Las Vegas as an overnight trip, and we went and saw a show, and then we stopped at the Hoover Dam, and we were going to go in and check it out, do the tour and everything. I wanted to see all the insides of that, all the pumping stations and motors and all that, but it was really crowded. We had to actually park on the top deck of the parking garage, which tells you that place was packed.
Wow.
And we just decided, we walked across over the dam itself, and the water level was really low, and I think it still is. But I'd like to go back and do that, and we might do a day trip out there to check that out. But I don't think we're going back to Las Vegas this trip.
Along those same lines, there's a poem by Chuck Pyle called A Time to Decide, and I haven't committed this to memory, but I have it here in front of me. Did you ever stand on the ledges on the bank of a great plateau and look from its her jagged edges on the country that lay below? There where the vision meets no resistance and there's nothing to stop the gaze, till the mountain peaks in the distance, they stand wrapped in purple haze. And there were the things that you thought were strongest and the things you thought were great, and for which you'd striven the longest, they don't seem to carry that much weight. And as you gaze on that vision, and your outlook is so clear and wide, if you have time to make a decision, that's the time and place to decide. Because should you return to the city and mingle again with the throng, and your heart is soft with pity, or just bitter from strife and wrong, and others may laugh in derision, and that voice of the past grows dim, you got to remember that cool decision you made out there on the rim.
Wow. Hey, Al, we hear a lot of noise with your food there. You're pissing me off with the food.
Yeah, that's grounds for removal, isn't it, Rodney?
Wow.
We even removed Ray Kelly for eating a donut. So
I know.
Yeah, that's
Rodney,
true. I did do that,
Rodney,
didn't I?
Al, is Al even hearing us? Put him back in the green room. Al, you're hurting us, man. Hey, Al, can you even hear us?
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, you got your mouth full. I got you.
Hey, that's what you call a teaser.
Yeah,
that's not a teaser. That's rude. That's what that is.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Just rude. Hey, we had a good lunch yesterday. I know you brought it up early in the stream, Al. We went to a place. What was the name of that restaurant?
Mama Cocina.
Yeah.
That's for Alejandro. Era delicioso.
I want to go back to that chicken fiesta.
Oh yeah, that's always a great place. Rodney, if you come back, that's what we'll do for lunch.
That was the best. That was the best food I've ever had.
And you had a burrito. What did you have? A burrito?
No, I think it was an enchilada.
Oh, you had an enchilada. You did. Yep, that's
the
right.
Enchilada platter or whatever.
And I still haven't tried that, but
man,
that was
the
massive.
beans were good. The rice were good. Oh,
yeah.
That
Chicken fiesta.
Ribs.
If any of you, I know a lot of these folks don't know what we're talking about in the chat, but if you're ever in Richmond, Virginia, there's a chain of like 3 or 4 of them around Richmond called Chicken Fiesta. And I don't think it goes beyond Richmond. I might be wrong, but I highly recommend that for rotisserie chicken. They have ribs. They have the enchiladas. What Rodney got was amazing. It was a huge meal. And I'm going to try that next time I go.
And it's not associated with the Breaking Bad chicken chain, guys. Remember that?
Hey, what was that? Hey, I'm going to go back in the chat just a little bit. Johnny said, oh, hell no, Brad. I know it's a little delay there. What were you talking about, Johnny? I know we were talking about Las Vegas about that time and maybe the Hoover Dam. Maybe he meant, oh, hell no on the Hoover Dam. Hey, and also, Johnny, you said you were going to another location to fly. Are you there yet? We want to see you flying.
Tony says, dang, I'm driving. Al's making me hungry.
Hey, I want to just say, Tony, I did some toasters for Tony, and I'm not trying to brag, but the ones I did for him came out really nice. His had some grays in it. I couldn't really turn it into just a black and white to engrave on the cork coasters. And I turned it into a grayscale. And I got a picture. I don't know if I showed this last weekend. Maybe I didn't because I think I made it this week. But I got a picture of it. And it turned out really well. He got them already. Oh, here we go. I got it. I don't know if I can get it in the... Oh. And it came out really nice. It's kind of a grayscale.
Oh, that's nice.
That is
Yeah,
nice.
it's kind of like yours, Rodney. Yours was the first one I did that had any type of gray to it. Like where I guess yours was the first one I attempted other than black and white. And it came out pretty good on the little bit of grayscale that you have on it.
Yeah, your videos lately, Blind Neil, have made me hungry. That's for sure.
And,
Yeah.
And since we're talking about these, I kind of got a bone to pick with you, Brad.
Okay. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I think I'm kind of jealous.
All right. Tell me what you got. Tell me.
Well,
Look, Al, even Al's has got grayscale.
I've noticed that a lot of people are posting your coasters in there, and a lot of them are getting 2, 3 of them. I only got one.
You know what's funny and not funny about that, Rodney? It's not funny at all. I'm sorry. I have 2 more here at the house, and I don't know why.
That's
I only.
worse.
It is. It's not funny. It's funny to me, but it's not funny to you, Rodney. But
so you're saying you got 2 more of these for me?
I can give you. Well, here's what I've been doing. I've been doing one for me. The first one's a test and make sure it looks good. And sometimes, I had to work on Lloyd's, the grumpy blogger, this week a number of times. I had to make about 5 or 6 for him, but I finally got it right. So what I do is I keep the test ones, and if there's a couple of them, I usually either use them or throw them away. But I usually try to make me one to have after I've given somebody theirs. But to answer your question, I do have another one for you, Rodney, and I can make you whatever you want.
I'm just busting your butt, man. I
know.
I'm not jealous at all. But
I know. Well, I told everybody, these things, they're not that expensive to make. And I've told folks, a couple of folks have asked me about ordering them. I mean, and I'm not here to try to do a sales pitch, but I'm probably going to start setting up. I might set up an Etsy store. We talked about this last week, I think. But, a set of 4 of those, maybe for around $16 shipped to somebody. Or I've got the slate coasters I'm doing now, probably going to be $25 for a set of those. But anyway, again, this is not a sales pitch. For the folks that are interested, just reach out to me. I'll do whatever I can to help you.
I don't know, Dennis. It sounds like a sales pitch to me.
It sounds like one to me too. And I got a hummingbird feeder that's right in front of me. It's causing all kinds of light issues.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It looks like you got a milk mustache at times there.
Yeah.
Get away from it. Yeah, you got milk.
Anyway, Brad, I really love this thing, man.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I just the whole point of these coasters was to give back a little something. I'm not a very good video uploader, as most folks know. I don't have anything on there for drones on my YouTube channel, but I love, I do droning, and I hang out with all the drone guys, all the cool kids. Yeah, there you go. That's cool, right?
Well, you've done a great sales pitch. I'm in. Give me your PayPal account. Put it on the description. You'll get the money, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man.
That wasn't that's what I'm trying to call out. That wasn't the point of me of doing these coasters for all the YouTube channel folks and friends, anybody. It's just my way of giving back something. And just like, it all started with the drone meet up in Florida. I made those coasters for that, and then the lanyards. It's just a little bit of something to give back.
So it's your next obsession, is what you're saying. Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. All right, Dennis, what are you going to cook up in the kitchen, man?
That's the hummingbird feeder I was talking about.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, the lights being sent through the hummingbird feeder right straight to your face, huh?
Right straight to my face. That's right.
Hey, Dennis, question: how often are you getting hummingbirds? Mine feeder is not getting any hits at all. Kind of like my YouTube channel. They've been highly
active the last 2 weeks or so. Highly active.
Man, my wife and I were like, what are we doing wrong? How come they're not coming?
Hey, I want to welcome Kai. I know, Rodney, you're probably thinking like I am. I want to welcome Kai into the chat. Sorry, Rodney, I broke it.
That's all right. Phantom Hodges Drones as well.
Hi, Kai. Hi, Kai.
Yeah, there you go. Good morning.
Say that real fast. Good to see everybody in the chat. And absolutely, it's good to see you guys as well in the stream here. It's always fun. I enjoy this.
Yeah, always.
it's just fun to get together. I don't do this hardly on anybody else's show. Ron Brown invited me to join his, and I haven't quite gotten to an evening where I can do that with my work schedule. I'm trying to make that work out.
Is that for the
Drone Nation?
Yeah.
I sent him the coasters just like everybody else, and he sent me a private message back and said, "Hey, I need to get you on the show." And I was like, "Well, I'm ready to do it. I just got to get my work schedule worked out to where, you know, it's not too late in the evening." I've been staying up some nights though. You know, this 10:30, I can't go to sleep, and then when I go to sleep, I got to wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning because I got to get up at 3:30, 4 o'clock. So, and then again, I think I did this last weekend. It's not complaining. It's just kind of, I got to figure it all out. My work schedule fluctuates during the week.
Yeah, that's tough, man. That's tough.
I used to be on shift work in some of my previous jobs, and that was really tough. It was like work nights for 2 weeks, and then you work days for 2 weeks, and then back to nights. It was really, that was really rough point in my life, but that was 25 plus years ago. So thankfully I don't have to do anything like that right now.
All right, guys, I'm going to drop here soon. Thank you for having me, Rodney.
Thanks for sharing your breakfast with us.
Yeah. So now it's time to lick the fork.
lick the plate.
Now that you're finished eating, you're going to leave us. Huh?
Come here, Leo. You want to lick the plate? Come on, buddy.
Oh, Leo's going to get it. Good, Leo. Oh, to put the paw on the plate.
That'll make the floor nice.
He's a smart dog. He's putting the paw on the plate so it won't slide away. That's smart.
So
he changes his paw every time he moves to a side of the plate. Dude,
hey, Al. Now that he's cleaned the plate, you're just gonna stick that right back in the cupboard, right?
Yeah, man, it is slick. I mean, what did you say? Lickety split? No, I don't know. I didn't grow up in the U.S., so I got to figure it out.
Preseason for next week.
Yeah, right.
Peace, guys. Have a great day.
Take care, Al.
Yeah, have a good one, brother.
All right, thanks, bro. Hey, yeah, releasing a new video 9 o'clock. So that's my sales pitch. If you're a Mini fan, it's the new firmware 1005 Echo, and it's actually fixed my issues with my gimbal and my jittery camera. It was like, oh my gosh, I'm on too much caffeine. It was like, oh my gosh, you're watching the video going, oh man, I think I'm going to send this back. And I really consider sending that thing back. And I shot him an email. I said, hey, you guys, just, you know, I'm thinking about getting my money back, opening a dispute with AliExpress and PayPal because the product is not good. And they shot me over a firmware release. And I'm impressed. I'm impressed that they're responding quickly. And I'm impressed that the firmware update did fix the issue that I had run into. So good sign. I know everybody's been ragging on the FIMI Mini because of the fact that it's been a little iffy on the manufacturing hardware side, and then you got the horizon tilt and all that jazz. But good stuff. That's what the video is about. And it's kind of like my style, showing you how nice it works, more in a cinematic approach instead of the talking head like I'm doing now. But yeah, check it out. And just broke 3,000 subscribers. So keep them coming, guys. Appreciate it. Trying to get to 10,000 this year. It's going to be a long haul to get there. But
congrats on 3.
Thank you so much. So, so moving on, man. We're just moving on. All right. You guys have a great day.
Have a good one, Al.
Have a good one, Al.
Brad, River Rock. Hit it.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, I was going to go back to the chat real quick, and Kai's saying the audio and the video don't match up. I don't know if Kai, you probably already tried this, but try just shut that tab down and reload it. I had that happen last night on Oz by Drones. Put that tab down and reload it.
Yeah, it's fine for me.
Yeah, it's fine for me too. I'm watching and listening on. I'm gonna turn mine up for a second. Yeah, it's fine for me too. Well, wait a minute. I'm looking at my phone now, and it wasn't matching up. It's off by a second or so. I don't know why. Well, maybe Kai's right then.
I don't know, but it was fine for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it seems fine to me.
Yeah.
But
how you doing, Tony? I know if you were in earlier, right? Yeah. Tony's been in earlier.
Did you see Sean, Mr. Crowley's comment about Vegas?
No.
He must have really needed the money. Let's see when that was. Or maybe
here we go. Yeah, I spent some time in Vegas dancing. I was young and needed the money.
Yeah, I just noticed he left too.
Oh.
Oh, that's a shame.
After that comment, he probably needed to leave. No, I'm just messing.
Oh, Al says it's out of sync as well.
He seems to still be here.
Yeah, there's probably not much we can do about the audio and video out of sync. Rodney, there's nothing you can do, I'm sure, other than restarting the stream, and you don't want to do that.
I mean, like I said, from what I see, everything is fine.
Yeah.
But it has to be.
It's hit or miss with
YouTube.
Personal problem.
I have a lot of those.
I do too.
Anyway, I am going to go ahead and call it today.
All right, Rodney, you look tired.
Been a good stream. Been a good coffee.
Yeah, it's been a good one.
Sorry I don't have your mug, but coffee cheers. The mug is in the dish drain. I forgot to pull it out.
And
shout out to Rick Halber.
Yeah, that's my Rick Halber cup. This is going to be the one cup. He sent me 3 of them.
Oh wow!
And I'll cherish all 3 of them, but this one I love the best.
Yeah.
And he got one he had one just like it. Sure do miss him.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, get good rest, Rodney.
I am fixing to do just that, Dennis. I'm gonna go over here and lay down and hopefully I'll sleep a good while and get better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everyone in the chat, everyone here.
Yep.
Brad, Rodney, nice to see you all.
Yep, Dennis,
nice
thanks for being here.
Yep, Dennis, thanks for your stream earlier. Rodney, I missed your sunrise. I got to go back and watch that.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, it was nice. It really
I stayed up way too late last night with my headache. That headache destroyed. Anyway, off of that subject.
You got a valid excuse there, bud.
Yeah, I will accept that excuse.
Hey, hope everybody has a great day. Fly safe, like everybody always says. I try to say it as well. Fly safe. It's good to see everybody.
Yep.
See you all.
All right.
All right. Take care, folks.
Bye, Dennis.
Bye.
Brad. Everybody in the chat, thank you so much for being here. Excuse me. As you can tell, off and on during the live stream, I've been coughing. I come down with bronchitis, and so I'm trying to get over that. Plus, on top of that, I had my second COVID shot, so I'm all good there. And I think some rest, and I'll be fine. And anyway, thank you all so much for being here. Do appreciate it. Thank you so much for supporting our Sunrise live streams. Speaking on behalf of all the Sunrise crew, both Saturdays and Sundays, we appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys being in the chats and supporting us and stuff. So don't forget tomorrow, Sunday Sunrise, starting with Joan Bum, then myself, then Dennis, then Fly Natural, and then on to Texas with Chris Hope. I hope to see y'all there. Y'all have a great weekend and take care. And I love you now. Bye.